Other uniform circular motion. The topic is uniform circular motion. Circular. The topic is uniform circular motion. When an object follows a circular path with constant speed, the motion of the object is called as a uniform circular motion. When an object follows a uniform circular path, when an object follows a circular path with constant speed, motion of object is called uniform circular motion. When an object follows a circular path with constant speed, motion of the object is called uniform circular motion. When an object follows a circular path with constant speed, motion of the object is called uniform circular motion. Note down this point. And due to change in velocity, due to change in velocity along path, there is an acceleration directed towards center, which is that to center, and this is known as centripetal acceleration. Due to change in velocity along path, there is an acceleration directed towards center, and this is known as centripetal acceleration. And due to acceleration, Due to acceleration, there is also a force. So a force. There is also a force towards center, which is called the centripetal force. Due to acceleration, there is also a force towards center known as centripetal force. Known as centripetal force. Known as centripetal force. That due to change in velocity along path, there is also acceleration towards the center of path, which is known as centripetal acceleration. And due to acceleration, there is also a force towards center, which is known as centripetal force. Now to confine the object along path, the force acts on the object. A force acts on object towards center. A force acts on object in outward direction. If to confine the object along path. To confine object along path, a force acts on an object in outward direction. To confine object along path, a force acts on the object in outward direction. Known as centrifugal force. And this balances the centripetal force. This force, it balances centripetal force. To confine object along path. To confine object along circular path, a force acts on the object in outward direction, known as centrifugal force, which balances the centripetal force. Note down this point. Suppose there is a circular path and this is the object A, which is moving along circular path with velocity v and towards center a acceleration x centripetal acceleration alpha c, and FCP is the centripetal force, and in outward direction a force acts on the object, which is called a centrifugal force, and mass of the object is m, and radius of circular path is r. Radius of the circular path is r. Then alpha c, the centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration alpha c is centripetal acceleration alpha c is directly proportional to square of the velocity and inversely proportional to radius of the circular path. The alpha c is equal to v square upon r. Alpha c is equal to v square upon alpha c equal to v square upon r. This is the centripetal acceleration. Now the v square upon r. Now the centripetal force FCP equal to what? Mass into multiplied by centripetal acceleration alpha c, that is equal to mv square upon r. FCP mv square upon r. Therefore, we know that FCP equal to FCF. Since FCF, centrifugal force FCF, balances the centripetal force FCP, and therefore we have FCP equal to FCF equal to mv square upon r. This is the answer. Now this velocity, the velocity v is equal to what? Velocity v equal to r omega. Here omega is the angular velocity of the object. Here omega is the angular velocity of the object. Here omega is the angular velocity of object, and therefore we have centripetal acceleration alpha c equal to v square upon r, that equal to r square omega square upon r. R cancel, that equal to r omega square. Therefore we have centripetal acceleration alpha c equal to r omega square, and therefore we have FCP equal to FCF equal to mv square upon r equal to r equal to mr omega square. This is the formula 1. The alpha c is equal to v square upon r. The uniform circular motion. This formula to be remembered. In uniform circular motion. Centripetal acceleration alpha c equal to v square upon r, that is equal to r, and r alpha c equal to r omega square, and centripetal force FCP equal to centrifugal force equal to mv square upon r equal to mr omega square. This is all about uniform circular motion.